You can also sign up for our newsletter for email updates at kellycenter.org at the bottom of the page. All right, but now on to the music, which is why you're here. Yes. Lizanne Knott is a native Pennsylvania singer-songwriter, guitarist, whose colorful live narrative creates songs that are both deeply personal and universal in appeal. Ciara Grace, Lizanne's daughter, grew up surrounded by music. She spent much of her formative years in a studio with some of the top session players as mentors. And John Conahan is a composer, conductor, performer, and educator. John's compositions have been premiered to much acclaim by an array of artists at venues including Carnegie Hall, the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, Lincoln Center, and the Kimmel Center for the Performing Arts. Please welcome to the Kelly Center stage in Havertown, Pennsylvania, Lizanne Knott, Ciara Grace, John Conahan, joined by two-time Grammy Award winner Glenn Barrett.
That's true.
How's everybody doing tonight?
It's chilly out,
How
but it's
are
not
you,
as
Drew?
cold as it
How's
was
Drew?
yesterday.
You doing okay?
He's wearing a really nice yellow shirt.
Who is?
Drew.
The man in front of us.
No, Drew. Well,
Oh.
him too.
I see it. I see it. Very nice. Who? Not. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I actually met her. She's very, very nice. And I wish I looked a smidgen like her. I don't. It's an optical illusion of the curly hair or something. I don't know. So okay. Well, we're missing one member. He'll be out shortly. Hurry up, Glenn.
Oh, man.
He's in the bathroom.
We gotta get him off those drugs. It's bad. It's gotten really bad.
So we're just
He's
going
missing the gigs.
In all truth, we have John and I have been playing together for what 20 years,
years,
probably.
easy,
Everything
yeah.
from Chris's Jazz Cafe
Oh,
to
man.
just World Cafe Live and all over the place. And there's hasn't been one gig that we've gotten through without
Yeah.
immense laughter and belittling each other to no end. But
do.
I will be nice to you tonight. If you be nice
No,
to me. Ciara's
no.
here.
These people paid for a show. We need to give them a show.
I am not bulletproof. I am no acrobat. I cannot stop this train. I cannot jump this track. So, darling, when you are coming fast and hard, be careful with my heart. I'm not a beauty queen, no siren song. I fall too easily. I stay down too long. So when you come for me, don't push too hard. Be careful with my heart. Someday you're gonna find these broken things you leave behind. Every jagged little shard. Be careful with my heart. And when the night is black, when you're so alone, you are what you had, but it's long gone. I will come to you on a sea of dark. Be careful with my heart. Someday you're gonna find these broken things you leave behind. Every jagged little shard. Be careful with my heart. Be careful with my heart. Oh, be careful. Thank you, John.
Yeah.
John Conahan
Yeah.
over here.
Woo. Not nearly as fun as these two.
Not sound enthusiastic.
yeah.
Well, they were traveling around. I was usually in the crowd heckling loud.
That's a lie.
No,
That's
it's
a lie.
true. We-
Here's
she
the
came
truth.
on
The truth is that Lizanne and I would have gigs, and she would come up in between every song, which is like 3 or 4, and she'd grab the mic. It's my turn. And she'd start singing,
That's
and we would have to
true.
wait for her to sing.
Yes.
So now this is just a more formalized way of us waiting.
No,
for
it was
you to
great.
sing.
Mom had that real depressing song about throwing yourself into the water to repent for your sins.
Yeah.
And I used to
Oh,
sing
that's my
salmon. I'm gonna
favorite.
take my salmon down to the water.
Yeah.
That's right.
I missed that
Change all
song.
my songs. We should have done that.
Yeah,
We should have
right?
done that song. I forget how.
All right. Shh.
Oh,
Thank you.
Jesus, she got stressed.
I'm gonna play a handful of songs tonight from a debut album I've been working on since I was 16. I'm almost 20 now. I'm a junior in college, which is crazy. I actually worked at it with my dad in the studio that he owns and operates, and I'm really proud of it. And I'm really happy to be playing some of the songs from it tonight for you guys. So
That's very good.
this first one's called "Write It Down." When I was 16, a boy tried to tell me how I felt. And he hadn't a clue in mind, but it didn't sit right that he felt like he was allowed to make assumption of petty emotion. So pen to paper I weaponized, and even now, laying alone at night, there's a mantra in my head going, write it down, write it down, write it down. Pretty words tend to shut them up now. Write it down, write it down, write it down. I might forgive, but I sure don't forget. So it became a constant, if I'm honest, penning down my enemies and letting them believe that I'm a ditz without a melody. Tongue-in-cheek remarks that they don't think I notice. Talk your shit, it's alright, we all know's getting the most from it. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Used to laugh, but you're scared of me now. Write it down, write it down, write it down. I might forgive, but I sure don't forget. Might see you in a big crowd, feel nostalgic, and I'll wave down, but I won't forget. And I'll greet you when you pass by, let you use me for a headline, but I won't forget. And And I'll grow up and I'll move out to a big house in a big town, but I won't forget. And you'll become a footnote in the story they write about me someday. You used to laugh, but you're scared of me now. Write it down, write it down, write it down. I might forgive, but I sure don't forget.
Woo, woo, woo. Ciara Grace.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, ultimatum song. Why don't you love me, girl, or let me go? I've been waiting all my life, and that ain't no exaggeration, to bigging up this strife. I've got to get you to understand where I stand. While I stand here talking to you, faking a case for feeling oh so blue. Girl, this ain't no remedy, the way things are with you and me. Why can't we just seek some mediation? Find adjudication before inebriation becomes the next sensation in our relation. And I say, please, my baby, please, Lord, why can't you just love me, girl? Love me or let me go. All right. I'm clearly just your plaything. Ooh, sunny day will come with May thing, but that ain't bad all the time. It's got its perks on lonely nights when everybody's gone. It's just you and me. Ooh, sitting there without distraction. Our interaction, the mutual satisfaction, the physical attraction. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright, but don't you ever want for something more. So I say, please, my baby, please, Lord, why can't you just love me, girl? Love me or let me go. Clearly something wrong with this honey. Had to write a song, had to spend all daddy's money on studio time. Thinking up rhymes, it's a crime. I ain't a thinker, I'm barely getting by as a heavy drinker. Oh, everything you ask is a loaded question, followed with some verbal indiscretion. Damn, I just don't know what to say. Every day's another way to bring a brother down on the ground without a way to run astray. And so I say, please, baby, please, Lord, why can't you just love me, girl? Love me or let me go. No. Well, I guess I'll hang around some more. I sure wonder what I do that for. Well, it beats some other choice. Hanging out with my boys, reading the Village Voice, or leaving you alone. No, all alone by the phone in the single zone to atone, which I know you ain't gonna do anyway. I'll just sit here in submission, my stupefied, my petrified condition, till one day I grow a spine and I go. Till then I sing, please, why don't you love me, girl? Or just let me go. Love me or let me go. Next.
John Conahan. Now, that was normally a late night, song.
Oh, look who
And,
reappeared.
I can remember you doing that song. It's got to be like 15 years ago or something. We were playing at Chris's Jazz, and he did that. It was late into the night where everybody had had a few drinks, but he's playing that. We're all doing our songs, and John's playing. We had Jeff there with us, Jeff Lee, and the next thing I know, the women are taking their underwear off and throwing it
Oh, yeah, we had some
onto
bras.
John.
It was
he had
great.
a bra
We
fly
had
onto
definitely
his
bras.
head.
It was
One hit me
wonderful.
in the face.
Big bras,
That's
too.
okay. Yeah, they were
Big bras.
yes, they were big,
Big
bras.
bras.
They obviously did not come off of me.
Big bras.
Dear God. All right. Let's see.
Too funny.
Play something with Lizzie.
Why make it so hard? I'm in need of an easy man. While the moon's hanging low and our time is at hand, lay your head next to mine. Let your heart have no care, and whatever you need, leave it on me, and I will be there. When I was a child, my father would sing to me songs of his faith, when he still believed, and if they were lies, I was never aware. And at night he would pray to see one more day when he was still here. Why do we struggle for all of our lives? So weighed down with worry every night. Sooner or later, it all comes to pass. Sooner or later, we give up this fight. Why do we struggle for all of our lives? So weighed down with worry every night. Sooner or later, it all comes to pass. Sooner or later, we give up this fight. Why make it so hard? I'm in need of an easy man while the moon's hanging low, and our time is at hand. Lay your head next to mine, let your heart have no care, and whatever you need, leave it on me, and I will be there. Yeah, whatever you need, leave it on me, and I will be there.
Yeah, Lizanne. Yeah.
Yeah, mama.
I think I've played that one before.
It's a newer one. Yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, as they make small talk.
I like that.
Sorry. Oh, Dad really liked that
You're
one.
grounded.
Okay. All right, this next song I'm gonna play for you guys. It's got a fun story behind it. I
Oh, no.
Oh,
should
not
tell-
that.
tell it.
Calm down.
Does it involve a boy?
No. When I originally
sure?
wrote it, it was very slow and it was kind of finger picked, and I can hear you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop riffing on John to make my joke.
Well, it's just at the last gig that you and I did.
all right.
Every song she introduced, she's like, I was in this relationship with a man, and then the second song, well, there was this other guy. I mean, it's okay. We all have these life experiences,
You know what?
Ciara.
I'm gonna start bringing up things.
That's fine. That's fine.
I can do it too. No, but I wrote this song to be really slow. It's called "Stalker on the Internet," and I was at the studio with my dad, and we had brought this drummer in, Arjun, to kind of play some like electronic stuff on it. And I think he had just been on tour in Ibiza or something. He was doing these EDM shows, and he jokingly starts playing like a club beat over it as the track's going, and I was like, oh, that actually sounds kind of good. That's interesting. So we turned that into something it really wasn't and made it this whole electronic, kind of loud, crazy track. But I wanted to play you guys how I originally wrote it in the comfort of my room at like 2 a.m. So this is called Stalker on the Internet.
Third person point of view, brunette, lovely violet hue, pretty boy who holds her waist and kisses her like she's his something new. Bet you thought it would be you, but instead you get to watch them roam the streets so mean, catalytic, heavenly, untouchable. But you're watching from your window, hoping, praying that they bleed. And if I see, I won't say a thing, 'cause I agree. I can't resist, I can't forget. It's turned me into a stalker on the internet, living vicariously through my phone. Hard candy jealousy, mouthfuls of my rotten teeth, twin blue eyes and twin his type, dizzy scrolling frantic across the phone screen, both wishing we were posing for the picture just like her. I can't resist, I can't forget. It's turned me into a stalker on the internet, living vicariously through my phone. So picture perfect, they both seem sick to my stomach's what I'll be as they elope into sepia, watching side by side as he is forgetting us. Still can't find the strength to hit delete. 'Cause I can't resist, I can't forget. It's turned me into a stalker on the internet, living vicariously through my phone.
Yeah, see.
Isn't that a beautiful song?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty? Yeah. After, right? Yeah.
It's been such a long time. Oh, my heart doesn't know anything but tears. Ever since you went away, I've been fading back, fading into fears. Maybe I'm a call on the ones who sleep inside the echoes of the past. 'Cause Lord knows those comforts, they don't ever seem to last. We're too young to be veterans of all these games, far too old to be carrying on this flame. Don't hold your breath or you'll disappear. Oh, I'm guessing I'm a vagabond this year. That my car holds a refuge that no one seems to match within a home. I love the feeling of the highways. I love getting caught up in the roam. Yeah, but I just can't, no. Rustle any restlessness from any place inside, till I feel it fall asleep. This old wheel, my radio abides. We're too young to be counting on every moon, and I'm getting too old to be singing a lonesome disappear. I guessing I'm a vagabond this year. Yeah, we're too young to be praying for better days. Don't you know, we're far too old. We're too old to be going our separate ways. No, don't you hold your breath, you'll disappear. Guessing I'm a vagabond, guessing I'm a vagabond, guessing I'm a vagabond. Oh, guessing I'm a vagabond this year.
John Conahan.
So who's that about?
It's about you, see. Been meaning to tell you.
It's kind of a surreal night having Ciara actually on stage with us, right?
Listen, normally I'm in the crowd yelling at all.
Legitimately, right, on the
This is probably the smallest gig you'll get to see Ciara on before her CD
blows
comes
up,
out.
right.
Yeah. Oh gosh, we haven't all played since before COVID. Oh. This is fun. Is everybody having a good time? Are we hurting anybody's ears? You can do this. I'll do I Got Song.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I got song like a bird makes me sing. I got song like a bird.
Are we in the same key? Sorry. Hold on. Something felt really weird. Okay. It's my. Okay. Sorry about that. I thought we were all in different keys.
Let's try it all in different keys.
Let's try again.
I got song like a bird makes me sing. I got song like a bird. I got song like a bird makes me sing. Brings me home. Brings me home. I got wonder like a child makes me smile. I got wonder like a child. I got wonder like a child makes me smile. Brings me home. Brings me home. Why give me worry like the rain for these things I cannot change and I try to explain? Tears flow like a river to my soul, like the earth beneath my bones. All I'm asking when I go, bring me home. Bring me home. And I got pain and my heart goes so deep. I got pain in my heart. storm. I've been trying to get home since the day that I was born. Tears flow like a river to my soul, like earth beneath my bones. All I'm asking when I go, bring me home. Bring me home. But now, but don't, but that,
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah.
You should do that one.
I should. I don't remember. I used to come to a lot of mom shows when I was really little, probably around like 6, 7. And I have 3 older sisters that we all used to go. I don't remember which one, Mom. I don't remember which song of yours it was, but there was one that used to give me nightmares. And I would go home that night afterward. We'd stay out till like midnight because some of them would run long, and I wouldn't get any sleep because I would be having nightmares of running through the woods with my mom's songs playing. I don't know what that means. If anyone can decode that for me.
Which one it is?
I don't know.
I'm so sorry.
I really like that one though. I hope it wasn't that one.
Wow.
Dear God.
All right, I'm gonna do another song for you guys off my debut album that will hopefully be finished sometime this week.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yes.
It's exciting. It's not gonna be out till 2024, but I'm excited about it. Yeah. No, he's good. He's good. That's my cousin.
What's this one about?
Summer interlude. So it's a song I wrote the summer before I went to college. And it's kind of just, I was trying to capture the feeling of not really knowing what I was doing. Like, obviously, I know I'm going to college, but I just graduated high school, and it's just like kind of this free period where it's like, what is happening? What is my direction in life? And yeah, and like I said, the actual track is a lot more upbeat, but I'm having fun slowing things down for tonight, so I'm gonna try and do a cool version of this, quiet, and hopefully you guys like it. It's called Summer Interlude.
Ha ha, baby, be my summer interlude. Ha ha. Ha ha, baby, we ain't got nothing to lose. Ha ha. Life is bitter with no orange juice to chase it with. We left as winners, but when I said that I hated you, I admit I hesitated for a minute, maybe less. Can we cut to the chase? I ain't done with your face or the way that you still can't say my name. Ha ha, baby, be my summer interlude. Ha ha. Ha ha, baby, we ain't got nothing to lose. Ha ha. So we dance to this beat once or twice through the week, and I wear all your clothes like they belong to me. Summer sun in the passenger seat, dark sun glasses while you're talking to me, but I wouldn't have it. No, I wouldn't have it any other way. We like to talk about it. We like to talk about the mess that we became. Ha ha, baby, be my summer interlude. Ha ha. Ha ha, baby, we ain't got nothing to lose. Ha ha. chasing easy skin. I hope to God you see my face. And while I'm running through your midnights, I'll remember that it's just a game. Roll down your windows, we're fighting, but it's just for fun. Tell me you've loved me more than you loved anyone. Ha, ha, baby, be my summer interlude. Ha, ha. Ha, ha, baby, we ain't got nothing to lose. Ha, ha. Ha, ha, baby, be my summer interlude. Ha, ha. Ha, ha, baby, we ain't got nothing to lose. Ha, ha.
Woo! Thank you.
Yeah,
Good.
that was nice. I knew a girl so far away who would appear and volunteer thoughts about my state of health with all her rings and fancy clothes. Her soul was older than her body, but lied vacant to itself. She sits alone in this cafe. She drinks my coffee with her lips, they're painted brighter than the sky, and speaks of men and women too. And after all her lover's conquest, she smiles with a sigh. She says, you're unhappy, I'm unhappy. Why must life be so unhappy? All this talk of love unhappy sure makes me feel free. Same to go, I try to say, but you know this city is distraction, so she grabs me by the chin and says, Monsieur, musicien, you should revel, not belonging in the state I find you in. I may be 29 years old, but I've seen lifetimes beyond lifetimes with the lovers that I've known, and you're so strange and cavalier. You're my reflection and I'm fearful, forgive my trying tone. She says, you're unhappy, I'm unhappy. Why must life be so unhappy? All this talk of love unhappy sure makes me feel free. And I said, oh, I would linger 1,000 years just to remain in tears. Find some quiet love, some alive in Paris. And now you and I, we are desperate peers. Forgive your fears and sadness so. Then one day, the girl and I became entangled in a twist they rarely speak about in prose. A figurine of ancient love, a velvet curtain where the flesh begins, nobody really knows. And then amid such ecstasy, I let some fear gun for some passion that was sorely misconstrued, and in my most misshapen words, release some discourse which in hindsight was really rather rude. Yes, I said, my love, why do you cry? This is the honey of religion, this is Lord's for layman's tears. And in my hot, heroic breath, she whispered, what I wouldn't give to live like this for 50 years. And she said, you're unhappy, I'm unhappy, why must life be so unhappy? All this talk of love, unhappy, sure makes me feel free. And she says, you're unhappy, I'm unhappy, why must life be so unhappy? All this talk of love, unhappy, sure makes me feel free.
When did you go to Paris?
John's been
time
everywhere.
ago.
I'm thoroughly depressed now. I'm gonna do.
Oh no, she was 29. I wasn't
Oh,
29.
dear God.
I wouldn't admit to that.
John is a high school teacher. I met John because he taught my daughters. Yeah, I taught my yeah. Oh my God, we're just gonna change this whole thing. I'm gonna do a fun song. This is for my sister, who thinks like you'll like this song, even though you're not as far gone as I am. This song started out like a joke, and then I turned it into a love song for Glenn.
Oh, lovely.
It's not really. You'll
My
see.
parents,
But it
everyone.
was really. It was the last song I think that went on my last CD, which was pretty full of deep and really dark songs. And I was doing this for Ross in the studio as a joke. Ross Belmont. He's gone. Oh, let's do that. So we recorded it fast, and it went on my CD. And a couple years later, during COVID, actually, my distributor sent me an email that this song was trending in Japan, which is
Nice.
which is so bizarre because it's such a stupid. I mean, it really is kind of dumb, but it's cute. But here's my love song to Glenn.
Well, I don't love you like I love my dog. No, I don't love you like I love my dog. My dog wanders with me all day. My dog wanders with me all day. People leave you and they let you down. People leave you and they let you down. But my dog will always stay. Just a footstep away. When people leave you and they let you down. When my dog goes, I will go too. When my dog goes, I will go too. Over that bridge into
That was a joke.
No, if anyone wants to know what that song's really about, it's that we had a yellow lab named Jake, who is the most incredible dog in the world. Rest his soul. And he died 2 years ago, so I'm not sure why you're still here. Dad, you crack me up. You laughing up for three people. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to play an actual love song now.
Wow.
That I wrote for my boyfriend like a normal person, and there's no dogs involved.
You know, Ciara, love is really complicated when you get older.
I'm sure to you it is. I've heard your songs. Anyway.
It's expensive, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna play you guys a song I wrote called Bullseye a little while after I started dating my boyfriend, who is here.
Oh.
So thank you.
Hey, Dylan.
He follows us around everywhere, and I love it.
God bless him.
We all love him.
Yeah, we all love him. Here we go. Before I start rambling, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, I count the frets with my fingers, and it takes me a minute. I'm really not good at math.
That's nothing to do with math.
Shut up.
I could be as honest as you wanted, but I'm slow to speak. In the darkest corners of my mind, your lies, my elegy. I used to smoke my weight, then throw it up, and then get me, and I'm so into you. I'm scared of who you make me wanna be. It's a green light if I ever saw one, oh my. Could you please stop playing the good guy? I'd feel a whole lot better being so damn bitter. Baby, you know you hit me bullseye. Sharpened an arrowhead or 2 or 5. Pulled the string back tight and sighed and hit me bullseye. You were like the cultivation of everything I didn't want to need. Your slow approach, your quiet stare, the way you fight until you bleed. So what did you do to me? I don't recognize myself. What did you do to me? Sharpened an arrowhead or 2 or 5. Learned who I was and at the perfect time. Made room for me, now we lay intertwined. Pulled the string back tight and sighed and hit me bullseye. It's a green light if I ever saw one, oh my. Could you please stop playing the good guy? I'd feel a whole lot better being so damn bitter. Baby, you know you hit me bullseye. Baby, you know you hit me bullseye.
Yes, Ciara.
See, no dogs.
I like that.
See how easy it is?
I like that.
I love you, Dad. No, I'm sorry, I'm done.
This is the
We
love
all
song
love.
round.
We all love Glenn.
This is the love song round?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
anymore. Go and leave me here by myself. I turn around and walk right out that door. Leave my keys right on the shelf. On the shelf. No, no, no. 'Cause where have you been? Where you going to? Where do you stay when you're feeling blue? Why do you run? Why you hide? Yeah, I think you're lying to yourself, girl. 'Cause all I know is you've got to go. I'm so much better off by myself. 'Cause it's been too long for me to say everything's fine, yeah, everything's a-okay. 'Cause the Lord knows, oh, it just ain't right. It just ain't right. And I can't spare one more fight. Not one fight. Oh, one more chance for some other guy. One more night. I don't want to cry over you, over this. I think it's better to dismiss, girl. Well, all I know is you got to go. I'm so much better off by myself. Ooh, if you want to try, if you want to believe that I was wrong, well, take your place, make your change. Yeah, I'm gonna sit right down here. I'll unwrite this very song. I'll unwrite this song 'cause I feel so bad. And it's just so sad. Oh my Lord, you know I'm fighting mad. Well, honey, all I know is you got to go. I'm so much better off by myself. Well, I told you before, I'll tell you again. There ain't a thing that's left to do. I went and said goodbye to all of your friends. If they're alright with this, why ain't you? Why ain't you? Oh, one more chance for some other guy. One more night. I don't want to cry over you, not over this. I think it's better to dismiss. So all I know is you got to go. I'm so much better off by myself. I'm better off by myself. Better off by myself, oh, oh, by myself, oh, oh, by myself, oh, oh, oh. I'm better off by myself.
Get a dog.
Who is that one about?
That's about you too, Ciara.
I'm a little young for you, John.
John writes such great songs. So, it's a good time to go to church.
Oh yeah!
My voice is like shot tonight. I apologize. But so everybody needs to sing along. This is so easy. And I know Michael Tierson back there. So there's a famous radio personality in the back of the room. My good friend, Michael Tierson.
Infamous.
Well, yeah. But and
See his
famous.
picture at the post office.
Look, I met John from recognizing him off one of those milk bottle cartons.
I had just
Those
gotten
wanted-
paroled that weekend. It was amazing.
Yo, me too.
We used to have a joke that we all met at a methadone clinic. And we played we used to play at this place called Scoogie's Lounge in New York. Scoogie's Lounge. John used to get us arrested in traffic fines.
Oh my gosh, we did
Remember
almost
that?
get arrested.
Remember?
Is that when you got when him
Cop
and Dad
almost.
walked
told him
into
he
the
had
lake?
a malfunction. What
know
is
what?
your malfunction? That
know-
you need a song about that.
I did. That's right. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I forgot I told that cop off. Jesus.
Oh, he used to be such
was bad.
trouble.
I was
We
young.
would pack up and all drive to the city. Now we could be doing that with Ciara.
I know. Why don't we just start it all
I can
over?
mouth
Get
off to the
tickets.
cops.
No, you'd
Yeah.
be nice. Just sit there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
I think
I'm
it's
sorry. I
lawn-feeding
smacked
bag.
it with my sleeve.
So this is a sing along, and the first verse is actually the sing along part. Kind of just goes in circles. So we're going to go to the gospel. Everybody going to sing? I know Missy. Missy's a great singer. You could sing. Cindy, you could. Yes. Yes. Drew. Everybody. Dylan. I want to hear you singing. I had to get up here and sing tonight. I want to hear you singing. All right.
Yeah. Dramatic.
Hallelujah.
pause.
I'm going home, Lord, gonna lay my burden down. I'm going home, Lord, gonna lay my burden down. For too long I've carried it around. When I left you here, I set out on my own. When I left you here, I set out on my own. Well, I made you cry and I took this burden on. I went high in the mountains and I went down to the sea. Went high in the mountains and I went down to the sea. No matter where I go, my burden weighs on me. Ready? Here we go. I'm going home, Lord, gonna lay my burden down. I promise you'll feel better. I'm going home, Lord, gonna lay my burden down. For too long I've carried it around. Take it, John. When you see me come, tears roll down my face. When you see me come, tears roll down my face. Lord, Lord, when I get there, I'm gonna change my troubled ways. I'm going home, Lord, gonna lay my burden down.
going home, Lord, I'm gonna lay my burden down.
Going home, gonna lay it down.
Oh, for too long I've carried it around.
Oh, you guys sounded great.
That
You're all
song really makes
hired.
me feel like we're in a traveling circus.
I like that.
You gotta take this to the
Traveling
Midwest.
circus.
No. I hope we all enjoyed church, because now we're going to hell with my next one, where my ex lives.
Aw, she is your daughter. Who needs a DNA test? Just write a song.
We've got. Thank you, John. I love your commentary as always. It always adds so much.
This isn't new information.
Okay. This next song I'm gonna play for you guys is called "Lost Cause," which this one I did write about a guy I knew, and I hope it comes off awful and condescending, because he was awful and a terrible person. And you feel free to laugh at any point if it comes to you. It's not him. It's not him.
No, it's not Dylan.
It's that other guy right over there.
I think you need a minute. You know I didn't want to step over the lines. This was a mutual agreement. Already decided you aren't that type of guy. So dude, why are you calling me? I swear to God it's 3:30. I don't care if you want a joyride. You seem like a lost cause to me. It's not like you can help it. Secretly, I think it's because your dad's so mean, but I'm not one to make assumptions. For all I know, you're just a dick 'cause you wanna be. But I grew up on movie screen emotion. I am not the one who's gonna save you when you're broken on your knees and praying to the trees. You're sitting in my car with a cross between your teeth. Seems like a lost cause to me. Like what you say ain't never what you mean. You know that I hate to say it, but I'll say it. You seem like a lost cause to me. Lost cause, lost cause, lost cause, yeah, you seem like a lost cause, lost cause, lost cause, yeah, you seem like a lost cause, lost cause, lost cause, yeah, you seem like a lost cause to me. Like what you say ain't never what you mean. You know that I hate to say it, but I'll say it. You seem like a lost cause to me.
I love that song.
Thank you.
Ciara Grace. Now comes the devil himself.
I see your face, I got to kiss you, I got to kiss you. I don't ever, ever, ever want to miss you. And every time I see your smile, ooh, I want to hold you, I want to hold you. I want to sit right down on that sofa and enfold you. Baby, don't you ever go. You know I would cry, 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 cry. I'd sit right down and I'd cry, hey, baby, tell me how you feel. And baby, don't you lie, 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 don't you lie. Don't you lie, no, 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 no. It's been a long time since you come my way. Been a long time till you leave, yeah, I know you're gonna leave. Hey, don't matter, girl, if you wanna stay or go, I'm on to be here either way all alone, because I'm in L-O-V-E. L-O-V-E, yeah, I'm not gonna do baby do do. L-O-V-E, S-O-N-G, please. L-O-V-E. Well, every time I see those lips, ooh, ooh, I go crazy, I go crazy. My mind, it gets all hazy and lazy, and every time I catch a glance, oh Lord, you know I told you, yes I told you, I said I just wanna get right down and enfold you. Baby, don't you ever go. Oh, I would cry, cry, cry. I would sit right down and I'd cry, Lord. Baby, come on, come and tell me how you feel. Oh, don't you lie, lie, don't you lie, lie, don't you, don't lie, no, 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 no. Been a long time since you come my way. Been a long time till you leave. I said I know you're gonna leave. Hey, it's almost better if you stay or go. I said I'll be here either way all along, because I'm in L-O-V-E. 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 I said I'm in L-O-V-E. Listen, you're the sugar in my bowl, you're the jelly in my roll, you're the noodle in my soup, the Girl Scout leader of my troop. You're the apple of my eye, you're the pecan in my pie, you're a blanket from the dryer, you're my season ticket buyer. No, 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 no. Don't go by the long time since you come my way. Be a long time till you leave. I said I know you're gonna leave. Hey, don't leave till you stay or go. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be right here. I said I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here all along, because I'm in L-O-V-E. L-O-V-E. S-O-N-G-S-O-P. L-O-V-E. That's right, I'm in L-O-V-E. Oh, 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 oh. L-O-V-E. That's right, no, no, no. L-O-V-E. Water don't see sand. L-O-V-E. Yes, I'm in L-O-V-E.
Woo! Yeah, John. John is the
That's funny.
demon of love.
Oh.
Ew.
Gosh, Glenn. Glenn. We couldn't get Glenn to
I don't
laugh
think I want to
earlier.
know them. That's all right.
This is a pretty song. It's getting
Don't lie.
past my bedtime. She told me not to lie. I don't sleep anymore. I can lay in bed staring at the ceiling. Anybody else have that affliction? Yeah, he does. See? I see you in my dreams tonight. No. I'm so only kidding.
It sounded like a threat.
She's really just gonna be on the ceiling with red eyes. Horror movie.
Spider. All right, this is a pretty song. I guess. Will you play?
Absolutely.
Okay. I can't even think of
Well, I don't know if there's an answer to salvation in this world. And I don't know if there'll be time left. The angry bombs are hurled. I don't know why there's hatred, but you see it everywhere. Though the differences between us are so small beyond compare, but I know the stars are shining even in the darkest sky. I know if there are angels, they forgive us, forgive us. And I don't know why we get angry and say the things we say, or if it's my own demons that just make me walk away, or why drinking seems so easy when compassion comes so hard, and why we don't feel good enough till it's gone too far. But I know tears like a rainstorm eventually run dry. I know if there are angels, they forgive us, forgive us. Did I tell you that I love you every minute of the day? 'Cause if you never heard those words, it's what I meant to say. And if tomorrow finds me standing with nothing left to hold, I pray I never turn away another needing soul. 'Cause I know love like the ocean rolls forever to the sky. I know if there are angels, they forgive us, forgive us. For a life so blind, forgive us, forgive us.
I love that song. Is that the one you did with
Is that the one that give you
Melody?
nightmares?
No, I don't. You know what? I'm remembering more about them now that you talk about it. They involved a hot air balloon. You were like floating away in a hot air balloon. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that was a whole dream.
I think she dreamed this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming clearer to me now.
Good Lord.
Yeah, all right. This next one I'm going to play for you guys is called Dear Composition Notebook, which I wrote. I wrote all of these between like 16 and 18, kind of just sitting in my room, not being able to sleep. And I don't really play this one live. I didn't put it on my album because it always felt to me like I was kind of being, feeling... It's coming across as someone who felt like I was better than other people, which I wasn't. I wanted so badly to be able to do music for my life, and this was me kind of, I know, thank you. But this was the kind of cultivation of all those feelings, and just, you know, wanting to get out of high school and do something with my life, not fall in with the masses. So, yeah, this is my song, Dear Composition Notebook.
Dear composition notebook, this isn't how I wanted it to be. I feel idolized in every state of mind except reality, coasting on a bitter dream of being something. Pass the test and go to college to buy the house you've always wanted because it's the right thing to do. But God, if I'm not bored of this, dear composition notebook, there's this boy I'd like to make my own. And I've been doing nothing but writing about him, so I'm sure he knows. But secretly I think it's a fixation, so I don't have to deal with normalcy. He's like this make-believe that I can keep just hidden in my pocket. It gets me to the weekend. But God, if I'm not bored of this, is it selfish of me to think I deserve more? I've got gifts, I've got tricks up my sleeve, you'll see. Dear composition notebook, this isn't how I wanted it to be.
Love that song.
All right, you're up. What are you going to do?
It's hard to follow you, Ciara.
Thank you.
No.
No, it's hard to follow you. I'm gonna do a cover. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as the northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, Where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. On the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV screen light, I drew a map of Canada. Oh, Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. Oh, you're in my blood, you're in my holy wine. You taste so bitter, but you taste so sweet. Why? I could drink a case of you, my darling, and I would still be on my feet. I'd still be on my feet. Oh, still be on my feet. Well, I'm a lonesome painter. I just live in my box of paints, frightened by the devil, yet I'm drawn to those ones that ain't afraid. I remember the time you told me, you said love is touching souls. Well, surely you touched mine, 'cause part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. Oh, you're in my blood, you're my holy wine. You just taste so bitter, but you taste so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, my darling, and I would still be on my feet. I'd still be on my feet. I'd still be on my feet. Oh, I met a woman, she had a mouth like yours. She knew your life, she knew your devils, and she said, forget it, just go to him, stay if you can, but just be prepared to bleed. Oh, you're in my blood, you're my holy wine. You're so bitter, but you taste so sweet. I could drink a case of you, my darling, and I'd still be on my feet. Still I'd be on my feet.
So pretty. John Conahan.
You know what that reminded me of?
Joni Mitchell.
The Canadian national anthem.
What?
That's what that reminded me of. Didn't you sing about? Wasn't there a word?
Yeah.
For it? Yeah.
Well, she's Canadian.
Oh,
Joni
Canada.
Mitchell's from
Oh,
Canada.
okay, that makes sense. Never mind. My bad. Carry on.
Putting things together, learning about the world.
Do that one?
Oh, what do we do?
Oh, should we do that?
Yeah.
Should we do last song now? Okay. You guys ready for a closing fun song? Well, it's not. It's not a fun song.
Yeah, I think you
That-
set that
it's
up
for
wrong.
It's for Veterans Day. We thought we'd do a cover that everybody can sing along. Everyone sang so well on that gospel-y one I did. So this is another
Wow,
one
it's like
that
the
can
Mormon
be.
Tabernacle Choir.
I know
Yeah,
it
it's
was
crazy.
great. It was great. I loved it. Who's playing? Oh, okay. You want me to play it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That right there is the root of the problem. Promise you all know this song.
Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. Long black cloud is coming down. Feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
John Conahan,
Thanks for coming
Ciara
out.
Grace. Thank you. Center. Support local artists. Missy, I think you'll be playing here soon, yeah? We think so, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was fun.
Lizanne Knott, Ciara Grace, John Conahan, and Glenn Barrett. Give them one more round of applause. What beautiful music
Thank
they played
you.
for us tonight. And thank you, all of you here in the Kelly Center. We appreciate your support and your contributions. Please support the Kelly Center with a donation. You can put cash in the donation jars on your way out, or Venmo at Kelly4Music under the business tab. Or you can use PayPal or credit card. You just go to kellycenter.org and click contribute. A special thanks to our sound and video techs, Addie, Drew, and Julian
Yay!
Mandy.
Thanks,
Wonderful
sound
students
people.
here. On behalf of Tom and Sherry Kelly and Paul and Susan Kelly, thank you for joining us and thank you for your contributions. Please help us clean up. There are trash and recycling containers at the door as you exit. From the Kelly Center for Music Arts and Community in Havertown, Pennsylvania, I'm Amanda. Stay safe, play
Thanks,
it forward,
Amanda.
and good night. Thank you for coming and hope you'll be back.